Hi, this is Suraj, your host, Unleashing Talent. Welcome to another podcast. And today, our focus of discussion is how you, as business leaders, as CEO or the head of operations or head of an organization, can improve your business performance by 20-30% without making any substantial investment. Our discussion today is how you could improve your business capability without making any investment, but rather trying to look at things that you have, the capability that you have, the people that you have, the plans that you have, how you could look into what you have and see how the functioning of your organization could be better to bring forth more organizational results, business results, things like that. So let me first of all ask you a question. Let's say you are a CEO and you are given 3 days of time to come out with the idea and plan to improvise and improve your business performance by 30%. Let's say if you're a CEO, this question comes to you from the board, and if you are the head of the business, this question comes to you from the CXOs and the CEO. What is it that you would do? I mean, one natural response to this situation is that you go back to the CXOs and the board and the CEO with an investment plan or a business plan that requires you to make investment. So that's one way of doing it. And the second way that we will be focusing as part of our discussion today is what is it that you can do which is within your capacity, which is within your reach, and which can really bring forth great results to your organization. So let me give you a scenario. So scenario is, let's say, you get together with your direct reports into a strategic meeting, and you start doing brainstorming in terms of how you could do the talent optimization, how you could do the business performance improvement, how you could improve your customer satisfaction, and how you could have better results next quarter. Now, these are the questions that constantly hit you, and you constantly think of improvisation and improvement and more business results. Needless to say, the organizations are demanding, and that demand never stops. You continue to be better and better and better, and you need to achieve different results, better results from the same resources. And if you want to make a change, then you have to make investment. So let me switch over to the second aspect that we want to discuss, which is the focus and the core of the discussion. Now, here are some of my thoughts based on my interactions with business leaders over the last 20-25 years, and some of my observations and studies and learning and experiences. So I think there are 4 key elements that you must remember. The first is re-look at your organizational strategies, and if you're not thorough with those strategies, please try and understand. If possible, have a meeting with your manager or your leader and understand what the strategy is. As part of this strategy, it's very important for you to understand the purpose of the organization and the vision of the organization. These things might look small, and you might feel that you know everything and you're thorough with that, but remember, that's not easy, because somewhere in the core of the organization is the purpose of the organization and the vision of the organization, the values of the organization. And at that level, your responsibility is to align everything towards that organizational purpose, strategy, and vision and mission, and then you come down to the next level. So it is extremely important for you to look at the strategies and the vision and the purpose and the goals of the organization. If needed, you might like to relook at a strategy. You might like to take an endeavor to revisit those strategies, challenge those strategies that would meet organizational goal and purpose and vision. Are those strategies strong enough to get you the results, to take you to the next level that you want to? So the number one, very important, is the strategy, and you as a leader need to be absolutely sure if the strategy is there and it is validated and it is challenged, and if need be, the executional strategies need to be relooked at. So once you're done with the strategy and you know what your goals are, then the next step for you as a leader is to bring alignment, all right? Because who are the people who would help you achieve those strategies? And these are your leaders, these are your functional heads, these are your business heads, and these are your support function heads. All of these are different components that should ideally look at the strategy, all right? So all of them should think the same way. They should be part of that orbit, all right? And they should remain aligned to that strategy. Everyone in that system and every system in the organization and every process in the organization must align to meet the organizational strategic goals. Your responsibility as a leader is to check whether that alignment is correct or not, number one. Number two, if it is aligned, that's fine. You have to think how better you can align. So look at our goal. Our goal is to see how we could improve business performance by unlocking and unleashing existing potential of the organization. That's the goal of this discussion, all right? So the second step was to look at the alignment and ensure that the alignment is there. And if it is there, you need to find out ways how people could be better aligned. So I don't want to expand this discussion, but I'm sure you would understand and agree if your operations and delivery and the business development and processes and procedures are not aligned towards meeting the organizational goals and purpose and vision, then a 5% misalignment will hit you back. A 10% misalignment will impact your revenue. So if you are in a 25% misalignment, there is a scope for you to work in that area. So that was another example of how you could look at the alignment. Number 3 is excellence. So you have an excellent strategy now, and you have ensured that people are and processes are and systems are aligned. Number 3 is excellence. So what is excellence? To my mind, and I'm sure many of you would agree, it is about the quality of the work that you do and the work that is done in the organization. And the quality determines your customer satisfaction, right? So be it the quality or the quantity, whatever you may, the produce of your organizations, whether you are in the whichever vertical you are, whichever industry you are, you have customers and you have certain SLAs and you have certain standards to meet. And so the excellence, to my mind, is how everyone in the organization is focused towards doing a better job than one is doing at the moment. That's what excellence is to my mind, because every time you do a better job, you influence your customer, your process improves, your productivity improves, your efficiency improves, and so on and so forth. So quality is extremely important as part of the excellence. The second important thing is consistency. So the performance needs to be consistent. You cannot do one time great performance and then you stop and remain silent. That's not going to work. Your customer needs to get a feeling that you continue to provide better services and you continue to improvise and you are innovative, you are creative, and you are not going to stop there. So while you are giving the best service at the moment to your customers, customer also feels and has confidence in you that you're going to give better stuff tomorrow. So when your customers have the expectation for the future, you are their future service provider, and that's how you move towards becoming trusted advisors. So in some discussion I would expand that. And continuous development. So your approach towards excellence should be meeting the quality standards and exceeding them, and consistently performing at the higher level. And next is the continuous improvement and development in whatever you are doing. So that is the excellence. So excellence is not where you reach. I would say, and I think excellence is a continuous effort to be better and better and better. So that's number 3. Let me come back and recapitulate that for you. So the first part of the quadrant is the strategy, and you fix that. The second is the alignment. You did that, and you make continuous efforts to ensure people are aligned. That's what you need to see as a leader. And then the excellence that we talked about. The last one is unleashing the potential of your organization. And there are 2 ways you could do that, and there are 2 aspects to it. So unleashing potential for your business results will have 2 elements. The first is unleashing the potential of the people. People are your greatest assets, and we all know it. So you need to create situations where people give their best, right? And they are aligned to your strategy, your vision, and they have an emotional connect to what they're doing, and they're highly engaged, and they have the authority and responsibility and empowerment, and so they unleash their talent. They want to do more. They enjoy their work. So that's the kind of culture that you need to envision and foster so that people unleash their talent. The second is your business capability building, and there you need to consider the collective strength of your organization, the talent that you have, the processes that you have, the people that you have, right? The systems that you have, the tools that you have. So look at the collective strength of your organization, and that collective strength needs to come out and unlock its potential towards fulfilling organizational goals and missions. So unleashing the potential of the organization for business results. 2 components, I will repeat, the people side and the organizational overall strength that you need to unleash. I hope this discussion was helpful. So strategy is number 1, alignment is number 2, excellence is number 3, and then unleashing potential for business results. These are 4 components that I feel are extremely important, and you as leader need to look at these, and if you're able to fix these, you would have better organization, and hopefully you should be able to increase your business performance. So these are foundational strategic leadership in my view. So it is always important for you as leader to continue to look at your foundation and basics and fix that would bring your organization to very close to the optimal level of performance. So the important terminology for you today is to be at the optimal level of performance with whatever you have, and then you move to the next level of whatever your plans are. I hope this small talk was helpful on how to unlock business potential through four key elements, namely the strategy, the alignment, the excellence, and unleashing business results. Thanks all for your time. Hope you enjoyed this small discussion. See you again on another podcast.